Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is number
40. And before we get started, you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you can see every time we drop an episode.
We're here at 9029 Liberty Road, Reynoldstown, Maryland, the home of TNT Auto Detailing. And today we have two special guests with us, two major Reasons to Society.
Reasons.
Yeah, your boy JSTARR. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming.
It's Nella. Thank you.
Hey, another girl in the building.
What?
I am the real red nose.
And I am Tiara, but you guys know you can call me T. And this is
Reasons. Reasons. Reasons to Society. Reasons. Reasons. Reasons.
We go back so long, guys. Guys, I
She
met
just
this
gave y'all
guy
my whole government.
I thought it was JSTARR. My bad, JSTARR.
It's all
We
good,
go way
it's all
back.
good.
We go way back to,
We do.
that one place. I'm not going to say the name.
We definitely not giving them no shine.
Him and I met. Look, you
No
know how we
shine.
met? You invited me to Robin's going away party. Do you remember that?
No.
Robin she was leaving a job. You invited me to the party. I was a new girl. You was like, hey, you want to come too? We having a little party thing. And I came because, I like eating, so that worked out.
Definitely let it eat. Definitely
So
go
that
by
worked
birthday.
out. Yes, that's my other name, a.k.a. Bertha.
That's her name.
For real. That's where everybody should call me Bertha.
I can't make this stuff up.
Yes, and he actually introduced me to network marketing.
Facts.
I feel like that has really paved the way to where we are today, honestly, because it really opened my mind. He had a great opportunity. Took me forever to say yes, but I trusted my friend.
Facts.
He is the reason why I got on the plane, and anybody who knows me knows I used to be like, I am never getting on anybody's plane. I don't care how much money you give me.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you, man. You really,
appreciate
really, really
you.
changed my
I
life.
appreciate
Really,
you.
really changed my life.
Appreciate
Yep.
We have Nella here with us today.
Yes.
I went through your Instagram page a little bit, gather my information.
Talk to him nice. Talk to him nice.
And I see that you got your book.
Yes,
up
she
here.
has a book, guys.
Yes. So I have my book, Crooked Stick, Straw Straight Lines. Look at me.
That's a really dope title, by the way. I thought that was really
Thank
dope.
you.
Yeah.
Well, all the credit has to go to the real JSTARR.
That's
for
what's
that
up.
title.
Love it.
And all the credit has to go to Lecrae, the rapper. I thought it was a dope line, my guy.
Yeah. That's what's up.
But the book is it's an autobiography. It's my life story in regards to the struggles that I went through with domestic violence.
Okay.
And just not feeling like I was worthy. of
Right.
love
Yeah.
And the struggles of like self-love in general.
Which
I
is
think
big.
It's really big,
Yeah.
especially in our community.
Right, absolutely.
It's really big not to talk about those things.
Exactly.
It's really big to have to put those things under a rock.
Right,
sweep it under the rug
yeah.
and be like, you know what,
Yep.
it happened, but you'll be okay.
Right.
It's really, it's taboo for us to have to go to a counselor.
Exactly.
Or to go to a doctor or
Right.
whatever to
To help
about
us.
those things.
Yep.
So for me, my goal with the book was, look, it's okay to put this stuff out.
Yeah.
And know that you're not the only person
Yep. Going through
dealing
that.
with
Yep.
something.
Like,
That's
people
real.
You can inspire, you won't even know. You know?
Yeah, you
Yep,
never
yep,
know.
yep.
Like the person next to you might be going through the same
Exactly.
exact thing that you
Yep.
went through, and you can.
And they're looking for that
guide
out,
them.
and there you are with the book,
Word
with your
up.
story.
Thank
That's
both
what's
of
up.
y'all
Yeah,
for
thank you so
definitely
much for
coming
coming,
today.
guys.
Of course,
We
thank
got
you
a
for
great
having
show
us.
lined up for you today. We got Girl Talk with T.
Yep, and I have another girl.
You know what I'm saying? Pick your poison
Yep.
lined up. We got special shout outs. Make sure you stick around for that. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Today we're going to talk about followers and leaders. You know what I'm saying? I think that the word follower has a bad stigma attached to it. And I believe that leaders is only as strong as your followers.
Right,
You dig what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Of course.
We're going to go
Absolutely.
straight to the top three. Like, what's you guys' top three sidekicks of all time? You know, sometimes the show can't go on.
Yeah.
without
Right.
top
Yeah. Facts.
three.
You want to go first or you
I'll
want me to
go
go first?
first.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Ladies first, ladies
so
first.
I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I'm taking to the comics a little bit, okay? So my first one for you guys is Harley Quinn. And since it is National Women's Month, all of my sidekicks are women.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what's up.
I love
So
the
Shout out to
ladies.
the women.
I love the
And
ladies.
disclaimer, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like these women aren't really sidekicks.
Yeah.
I feel like they really run the show.
Right,
But, you know,
but,
we all
right.
men feel like,
Yeah.
Talk that talk.
But Harley Quinn is number one. Number two is Black Widow.
Okay.
And then number three is Gamora.
Gamora.
Yes.
Gamora. Bring Adam.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, I was like, I'm not sure if I know that one. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, JSTARR? What you got?
Man, llisten. So we were just in the car on the way up here, like, you got your 3?
Wait, let me tell y'all how we trying to
Right,
combine
snitch.
our 3.
I thought we was supposed to combine them.
You got your
Right.
own.
No, it was,
You
listen,
pick
it
two,
was-
I'll pick one.
It
Let's
was,
go together.
Listen, it was pressure. You feel what I'm saying? So my top 3 is I have Alfred. Right? So you normally think about Batman, you think about Robin being
Right,
the sidekick.
yeah.
But there's no Batman without Alfred. Like, Alfred was the one
You
handling
gotta think deep,
the
right?
behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
behind
You
the
feel what I'm
scenes.
saying? Yeah, you know.
Did everything.
You think about you watch the movie, you like, yo, Alfred is actually running the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one. Then number 2, you got Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Listen, because
that makes sense.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, we say MJ is the GOAT, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
MJ ain't win no rings until
Right.
he had Scotty.
That's fact.
You get what I'm saying? And they both got 6. So you think about it, it's like, yo, MJ got 6 rings, but Scotty got
that's
6
true.
too.
That's
And then when
true.
all that stuff
You
started
right?
happening with Scotty,
You feel? I got 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yo, don't forget, I got this, but I'm gonna let you have that. And Scotty, you never really heard Scotty come out like, nah, but I got that too. Listen, I know my role. I'm cool with
Right,
that. You know
because
what I'm saying?
sidekicks know they role and they know that they are needed. It's not like you not important or you just pushed off to the back. You run the show
Of course,
sometimes.
Listen, they're like, it's crazy. So my third one, now this guy, right? This guy wasn't always a sidekick. He was the main guy for a long time. Until somebody came in and he understood, look, let me step back a little bit and I'm gonna let you shine out and I'm gonna play the sidekick. That's Dwayne Wade. See, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So when LeBron James came to Miami, everybody knew LeBron was gonna be the guy. Dwayne's, listen, I know this was my team, but
Right.
in order for us to win these rings, I need you to step and take over.
Right. That's big.
Because that shows versatility. Sometimes you can't always be the follower. You got
That's the leader. That's the leader.
Yeah.
And it's tied right back in the. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh
Yeah, man.
my
And I just
Yeah.
came out with that 20 minutes ago.
My first one was Day. Friday.
Right.
Yeah, man, come on. He had to hold it down in one of the movies. Craig was not around. Sorry. Day. Shout out to Buzz Lightyear because Rudy wasn't always, you know what I'm saying,
you said
capable.
Buzz Lightyear?
Lightyear.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Look.
Yes.
No, I like it. I
And
like
my
it.
last one, I want to bring it back to the 90s. I'm going to say Chucky Finster, Tommy's best friend. Anybody remember that? Rugrats?
Oh, the movie.
The cartoon. Just the whole thing, Rugrats. But yeah, they had movies too. You think about the movie?
When I think about Chucky, I think about when a fish jumped in his pants on the boat and he's like, fish. You remember that part? That's my favorite part in the whole movie. All right,
Yeah, shout out to the Rugrats.
Definitely shout out to the Rugrats
What you
movie.
got?
I think number one for me, it gotta be Tommy from Power, man. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
definitely-
right.
You can even go for Tyreek, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Tyreek, you dig what I'm saying? I love the sidekick, you dig?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's Tommy's a good
You
one.
got Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Which is a classic forever.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit right.
It's not unusual.
The best friend name was Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
That's a sidekick in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, of
old.
course, Tommy and Cole from
Yeah, right.
So you
Yeah.
ain't got so damn job.
Yeah. When you said Tommy the first time, I thought she was talking about that Tommy at first. Yeah.
All across the board, man.
Let me find out the name Tommy means sidekick.
Right.
Yeah, man. One of the strongest leaders that I know is Tavon Myers of
Right.
TNT Auto Detailing. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into the
Sponsors.
What's up, everybody? TNT Auto Detailing here with you today, and today we're talking about Reasons to Society. So we just want to let y'all know that we are a community podcast in the Randallstown community, y'all, the DMV area. We need y'all to check out this podcast. Also, we need you to come to 9029 Liberty Road, y'all. TNT Auto Detailing is where it is. We can do calibers, we do rim painting, we do any color calibers you like, as long as they can be heated caliber paint. We can also paint your rims, whether it be black, alloy, mix, whatever you're trying to do with your vehicle. Also, stop by. It's April, so we're about to celebrate April Rain, April Fools, just springtime, y'all. So we need you to come in and get your 15% off wax jobs. It's for the whole month of April, 15% off. So right now we going back to Reasons.
With that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and get just like I said though, we're gonna talk about followers,
Right, and leaders.
You feel what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Like, out of you two, who's the leader? Who's the follower? Is this like a 50-50 thing? What's going on here?
What's going on here?
CEO, I seen COO.
So you talking about in our business?
Like your business.
As far as everything
Yeah.
that you guys got going on.
So for me, like, I never wanted to call myself the leader. Like, this is my partner. Like, I'm not trying to be your boss. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Listen, you're great at what you do. I'm gonna let you be great at what you do. Like, your strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. You know, so a lot of times we want to be boss and we're just pointing.
Right.
Like, you do this. No, that's never been me. I need you in order for me to be successful.
Yep.
And when people start to think like that, things start to change.
Exactly.
Straight up, we like 11, 12 minutes into this, man. I ain't heard about IMBK yet, man.
Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about it. So I started IMBK, I Am My Brother's Keeper Clothing, back in 2012, right? And, you know, I do music, I rap, I songwrite. That's always been the passion. So for me, I'm really big on fashion. And I got tired of right, exactly. So I got tired of walking in places and, you know, not want to wear nobody else's stuff. It was like, yo, I want to wear my own stuff. But I knew that if I started my line, you know, I wanted something that meant something to everybody. You know, something that could relate to everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
You know, exactly. So long story short, my former partner, you know, one day was just like, listen, we want to do an acronym. You know, we knew we wanted something that meant something, right? So I'm typing in IMBK and I send it to him, right? And then at the same time, he's doing the same thing. So I'm thinking once I got his message that he's responding back to what I said, but he actually was sending me the exact same thing at the exact same time, but he didn't have service at the time, so it never sent. So when I got it, I was like, yeah, I said that. He like, no, I was sending it to you first.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, so we think about the same thing at the exact same time.
That's
we got to
crazy.
do it. You know what I'm saying? We got to
That
go with
yep.
it. You know, so there's a lesson in here where it's like, okay, cool, that was my partner. You know, he kind of fell off. It's like, listen, his passion wasn't in no more.
Right.
A couple years into it, I kind of had to, you know, hold it down myself, you know, for the last couple of years. And then 2019, I meet Nella, right? So, you know, I'm still wearing my stuff. I'm not, you know, really pushing like I was because I kind of felt like all the pressure was on me. But I knew that I didn't want to give it up. You know, I meet Nella. Nella, like, okay, cool. All right, you know, I want to be a part. You know, she wasn't asking for no title. She just wanted to help out, right?
That's what's up.
And it was like, okay, cool. Well, look, you need a website. Why ain't you get a website? And I was like, well, I don't know how to do a website.
Yeah, right.
Early, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on some realness. I'm thinking she not bluffing, but I'm not paying her no mind.
Right,
I'm just like whatever. She goes and makes the website herself.
Okay.
Sends it
Boss
to me.
moves.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you need a woman to come in and set everything right.
We let y'all
For real. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna always give her props. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Send me the website. I said, oh, she the real deal. And I'm really, you know me, I'm picky. You know me, like, oh, this is nice. I said, no, you know what? On that day, you the CEO. Like, once again, like, I want you to be my partner. Let's do this together. And it kind of starts, you know, storeroom from there. You know, she started adding little stuff, and then we start, you know, it went crazy.
So Nella, what did you see?
What did you see in his vision, basically? Yeah.
Full support behind.
Right. Because that's big.
It is. It really is big. But it's the fact, his own excitement, his passion is what ignited the fire in me for him.
Yeah.
Like, outside of the fact that I wanted my friend to be successful,
Right.
I want him to have what's made for him.
Right.
Just seeing how much he loved the brand, I
Yeah.
was just like, there is no way I'm going to sit on
Right.
the sideline and not let him
participate.
succeed.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So I was just like, look. And I could tell, like he said, I could tell he was just kind of like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I could tell every time.
Oh, he think I ain't got the juice.
Like, I would tell him all the time, like, probably for about a month to 2 months straight. I was like, yo, you need a website. You need a website. When are you going to? I'll get to it.
That's what's up.
I'll do it. So I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna do it
I'm
for
gonna do
you.
it.
Yeah, just to show you how serious you need to be about this.
I'm pretty sure the energy is reciprocated both ways because me and him was talking outside for about 2 minutes. He started mentioning all type of things that you got going on. Personal chefing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak on it.
So I wear a lot of hats. But
So break them all down.
I'm
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let us in.
A lot.
Let us in.
Before she goes, not even to cut you off, but a lot of times, like, we see people and like us meeting, I probably didn't find out who she is and what she does until like maybe a year in, maybe like almost a year in, where it's like, yo, you do this,
Right.
and you do this. I'm literally like, yo, what
That
don't
means
you do?
Right, what don't you do?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like when she breaks it down, I'm like, yo, no way.
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear. Yes, tell us what you do. So for starters, you have your book.
For starters, this is my second book.
Okay.
Actually. My first book is called Dear.
Okay.
It can be found on Amazon. It's a Kindle Kindle book. That book is letters to my past versions of myself.
I like that.
So just kind of like, what are things that I would have said to me when I was married, when I was in college, when this happened to me, all different steps that made significant differences in my life. And then this book actually would not have even existed if it wasn't for Chris.
Really? Okay.
Damn.
Shout out to JSTARR for that. Right.
Powerful connection.
Yes, that's what's up.
It's JSTARR.
Right. Who is Chris? What's Chris?
Stop playing.
Who is Chris?
Stop playing.
Right.
So if it wasn't for JSTARR, the title wouldn't be what it is, the cover wouldn't be what it is, the book wouldn't even be written. So we were actually, because it's a crazy dynamic. But to take a long story short, I was 6 months pregnant, and that's actually around the time you guys met me.
Okay.
I was pregnant.
Okay.
And I was 6 months pregnant, and literally on the 15th of December of 2019, my dad kicked me out the house.
Oh,
6 months
okay.
pregnant.
Wow. Yeah.
And that look.
Yeah.
He kicks me out the house. 2 days later, I get fired. And I had just came, I don't know if you guys recall when Emmaus, shout out to Emmaus and Nikki.
Shout out to y'all squad.
When E had released his book. So this,
I do remember that.
I was in Baltimore for the book release, came home, got kicked out, and then lost my job 2 days later. And so I was like, I have nowhere to go. I have no roof to go over my head. Like, I was prepared, because I have been homeless before. I was prepared to live out of my car. No issue for me. He was like, nah, that's not happening.
Right.
So for about 2 months straight, I was living at a hotel, but he was making the way for me. He was helping me out. And eventually we started to get closer. And he was like, I started telling him bits and pieces of my life story.
Gotcha.
He was like, yo, you need to write a book.
Word up.
He don't play about the things he see in people, for real. He does not. He does not.
If he sees a certain light,
he's gonna push it in you.
He's gonna put that gasoline.
Right,
on
for
the
real.
flame
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And yo, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. And so one day I was sitting in the hotel room, and I just started writing. And when I tell you guys, that was like it's been the biggest relief for me.
It's like therapeutic.
I didn't even realize how much I was holding on. And how much
How
pain I was
emotional
carrying.
did you get? Like, did you leak tears?
Right. Yeah. As you
chills
wrote.
come across your body.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you start remembering things that you thought that you
Yeah,
forgot.
Right.
locked down
Right.
Exactly.
and put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got emotional. There were chapters where, like, the very first chapter of my book was the last chapter I wrote. Because every time I went to write it, I knew I wasn't ready to even touch it.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, I
What
can't.
book is this where you're trying to? This one right here?
Yeah, this one right
Make sure
here.
you let them know where to get
Right,
that.
yeah.
You can go to my website, alwaysnella.com. Click on the shop link, and
Yep,
it's
download
right there
that
for you.
Yeah, man. We strongly encourage you guys to pick that one.
Yes,
out.
yes,
It's a
yes.
good read.
Yes, absolutely.
Like I like.
Man, JSTARR, you a musician as well. You know,
course,
we
of
want to
course,
make sure
of
we get that out there.
Yeah. So, like I said, music's been a passion since day one. So I'm dropping a video Tuesday. I'm gonna say Tuesday.
Okay.
I literally
Music
just
video?
Okay.
So just a little cover, Cardi B Up song. You know,
Okay.
we went to Cali for my birthday. One of the places we went for my birthday.
Yeah, we was gonna get into that too.
Yeah.
He did do that for us. I'm like, say nothing less.
Right. I know that's right.
I mean, but see, this is why it's dope to have people that add value to you. You know what I'm saying? So this person's like, okay, cool. Look, I need you in the studio because for your trip, we gonna shoot something. Like I don't know how we gonna shoot it. I don't know where we gonna shoot it. We gonna shoot something. Because I kind of started slipping. I'm like, all right, cool. Like you already know you're a rapper too. You know what I'm saying? The writer block get real.
Oh yeah, most
It get real. You know what I'm
Even as
saying?
an author.
Right. I was about to say
Yeah. So
writer's block.
and that's the thing. It's like so for me, it was like, all right, Chris, you got for me, it's been, and I said my own government, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right. So
look, it's out there.
Right.
So for me lately, it's been like, yo, let's just drop content.
Right.
Just content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in dropping content, the stuff will stick out and it'll do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
So long story short, go to the studio, record, do the little covers. We go to LA. We actually drove. We supposed to go to like this adult like playground type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was mad kids in there, but we drove 3 hours away just to go to this place.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way, we passed like these little like roads, like these like you wouldn't see in the city type roads, right? And the whole time on the way there, I can't wait till we finish going there because I'm gonna shoot right here. Like I already seen it.
Okay,
like,
so
like
the vision.
Yeah, to
you
me, I'm the
saw
visionary. I know what I want. So I'm like, all right, Lord, I see what you're doing. Like we came all the way out here because I was supposed to shoot it right here. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So after we probably sitting there for like maybe an hour.
Not even. Yeah, probably like 45 minutes to an hour. We was like, let's go.
Let's go. We left out. And as soon as
Right.
we left, I'm like, yo, we got to go right back to where we was at. And we ain't know where we was at. I remember just like, all right, just make this left and go right there. We shot the video right there.
That's what's
so
up.
yesterday, right before the little dinner party I had, I was just on the plane before we on our way back, editing the video, showing her get bits and pieces. Finished the video yesterday and kind of just like, what's the word?
Did a release.
A release.
Soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
That's what's up.
so I'll make sure you guys have that so y'all can post and all that.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So vlogging. You guys love traveling.
Yes.
You guys are everywhere. This is the most traveling person I know.
Hey man, listen.
We don't
Where haven't you been? Where haven't you
I'm
been?
gonna tell you right now, if you do not travel, you are missing out on so
Yes,
much because you're
facts.
missing out on relationships that you were supposed to create, but you may never meet that person just because you won't get out your city.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's how we met. Like, there's no this bond, this relationship that we have right now, this partnership that we have right now, without me doing network marketing, without
Without me doing that.
Yeah.
marketing.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Traveling
Anybody could have said
down.
no.
Right.
Anybody could have said no or quit and you miss out, So for me, I've always been afraid of not having a conversation with somebody.
Like
that's supposed
losing out. Yeah.
because that person may be my blessing.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
me not pouring into you, I may need
Yeah.
you.
Word up.
And that's just how I look at everybody. Like
Right.
I'm just that person, So traveling is crucial. So my vlog inspired to be more.
Yeah, y'all go
Right.
check that out.
Inspired to be more.
Man, T got some cameos up in there.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
They on episode 1 in Las Vegas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing. So for me, it's like I have a friend, like real close friend of mine that, we work out together in the gym. And he's like, bro, you travel too much. You need to start vlogging. Like,
Yeah,
people need to see the
yeah.
real you. They don't know the
What's
real
going
you.
on? Right.
Yeah,
You
so
was definitely getting your vlog.
You know what I mean?
Everybody chilling.
Right.
I got to, bro.
Yes.
Because now y'all can go back years later and go on
And see
episode
that.
1 and be like, yo,
Yeah, I remember that. That was an amazing house.
And that's what it's all about. Exactly.
That was
Like, yo, why does it sound
amazing.
so big,
It
bro?
was so.
Yes.
But that's the thing, is like I said, to have people around you that see your potential.
Right.
So if he doesn't pour that into me, I don't start vlogging.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If I don't pour into her, she don't have this book.
Right.
And it's not that I want anything from the book. It's
Right,
like,
right.
Listen, you have a way to release that energy, and a lot of people don't.
My man,
And the same thing with the
I'm so
music.
glad you said,
Yeah.
about the energy, you feel what I'm saying? It's nothing but good energy in here.
Yeah.
One thing that I seen that connected you both, and both of you guys' bios,
Yeah.
it says God first.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying?
of course.
So that's
of
one
course.
thing that I noticed, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, once you
Of course.
have that, like everything
Right.
else
Yeah.
gonna fall
Yep,
out.
everything
You
else.
put that good energy out, you feel what I'm saying? But we're gonna break up the good energy just a little bit. Cause I wanna know, like, what's the cons to being a leader?
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Because there are some cons to being a leader. Like, I'm gonna give the first example of like when it all falls down or like it gets out of control and like your name is the face of it. You feel anything like
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter or something like that where you start off good
And
then
then
you get a
yeah.
whole bunch of rascals now it just tarnishes your entire
Yeah.
thing
Right.
what you started with. You feel what I'm saying? So certain cons. Another one, you got people that like prey on the weak. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Of course.
using people
Oh, yeah.
for their
Cults,
own motives.
gangs,
Yeah.
you know, things like that. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all got any like cons, like as far as like everybody's not a good leader, just the word leader. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You want to go first?
I think it definitely. I feel like you said, people that prey on the weak,
Right.
take advantage of their quote unquote title.
Yes, that happens a lot.
And
All
it's
the
a
time.
very fine line between being a leader and being a boss.
Right. Right. For real.
And like a lot of people don't understand, just because you have the title doesn't mean that you're a leader.
Yep.
A leader is something that you're born with it. It's instilled in you. It's
Yep.
not something that you can just okay, now I got the title.
Yeah, I can just do that, right.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, everybody knows this woman, Oprah Winfrey. She's a leader.
Yeah.
If she says, "Yo, go buy this book, go buy this bracelet," guess what? They're going to be sold out within
Right.
the next 20 minutes.
Right.
Because of who she is.
Exactly.
But our former person,
Yeah.
that is a boss.
Yeah.
You have to follow me because of my title.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
That's a good example.
And then sometimes you're not leading us to a good place either.
Exactly.
Like, so it takes a lot to be a leader because you have to, one, believe in yourself. You have to be able to prove what you're saying out your mouth and make people feel comfortable enough to even be following you to begin with.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you actually genuinely have to care about people. You can't just care about what the people that are following you are going to give you when you get there.
Exactly.
You know, it's what comes before.
Yeah, and sometimes people don't understand, like, leaders sometimes have to take the back seat. Just
Yes.
like you said before, Dwayne.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a real
And a
leader.
real leader will do it.
Leaders, sometimes leaders have to sit there instead of paving the way in the front. Sometimes you
Yep.
have to come to the back because you might have a weak link in the
Exactly.
back
Exactly.
that might need you to push them forward.
Yep.
That might need some.
He said it perfectly. Like you pick up on his weaknesses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think-
what you call a good team.
Like I think as far as leaders, like if you're a leader, like you don't call yourself a leader. The people call you a leader.
Right, exactly.
You know, like
Yeah.
you don't give yourself
You
that
don't give
title,
yourself that title.
right?
Yep.
You're
So
humble.
you're you know, so
Exactly.
like when you understand like we're all placed on the world, on the earth to be a blessing to the next person. Like that's your job. Your job is to go over and beyond for the next person because in doing that God gonna bless you 10 times
Exactly.
more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So people call me leader. I don't think I'm a leader. I'm just Chris. I just wanna
You
see
just
people
JSTARR.
win. I'm just JSTARR. You know what I mean? I'm just him. You know, like I just want to see people win. So with you, our relationship is what it is because I just wanted to see you win. I still want to
Yep.
see you win. I'm proud of what y'all doing right now.
Thank
Same thing
you.
with her. It's like, yo, listen, I just want to see you win.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I got goals and dreams myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that God will bless me more because I'm helping you 1st. I'm looking out for you first.
And it's out the kindness of your heart, man.
Yeah.
You're not looking for nothing in
Yeah.
return. You know what I'm saying? Like, do things out the kindness of your heart. A lot of
Yeah.
people expect things in return or throw it in your face on the flip side.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
XYZ for you, you know what I mean?
Oh,
right.
sometimes
All the
it's gonna
time.
work out with so I can help you at this particular moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your blessings will not come at a later date.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Blessings
Black
are gonna come
relationships.
at the least expected time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that got kind of
Yeah,
deep.
that's
Let's go
good.
ahead.
I mean, y'all
Break
said
the ice. I know.
I said, we could talk all day about that one.
We're gonna break
You know?
the ice with that one, man.
right.
On this segment, I really want you guys to really tell the people where to find all of your stuff at. You know what I'm saying? All your social media platforms, everything. Let the people know.
Okay, I'll start. My Instagram is at the real JSTARR, TheReal JSTARR. That's my TikTok. That's my YouTube.
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. TikTok is where it's at.
I know, right? I need to get a
TikTok is
TikTok.
where- listen, you go TikTok famous, you Gucci, right?
That's what I heard.
IMBKclothing.com, www.imbkclothing.com. We ship worldwide, so wherever you at, we got you.
Yeah.
And we're all about quality over quantity. Like,
see that.
Yeah,
we're
most
all about
definitely, most
quality.
definitely.
Like when you get reviews back and your customers are like, it feels like the shirt is hugging me. It feels like it makes
We
you.
have
That's what's up. Yes.
Like, listen, I should have. Matter of fact, I got a sweatshirt in the car. Let y'all like just feel the material of it. Like it's yeah, man. It makes
Yeah, I
you.
always like your
it's-
stuff. I always thought your stuff was dope.
appreciate you. And
We
that's
definitely
it.
gonna have to support the brand.
Of
bro.
course,
Yeah.
bro. Of course, you already know.
And then you can also follow the Instagram page at IMBK Clothing.
Okay.
But me personally, my Instagram at Always Nella, my TikTok at Always Nella, my YouTube at Always Nella.
Everything's always
Always
Nella.
Nella.
Yeah.
Always.
My website, alwaysnella.com. You can book me for website consultations if you need branding, things of that nature. Buy my book on alwaysnella.com,
Okay.
as well as if you need a personal chef.
Okay, yes.
Always Nella.
Hey man, speaking as personal chef, if I can just cut in real quick, right? So my mom and my aunt, right? They just turned 74.
Okay, happy birthday to
They're
them.
twins,
Yeah,
right?
twins.
So their birthday are literally like it's a day before mine. So before we left to go on my birthday trip, I had Nella come through, and this is why you just gotta be.
That was really nice.
You just gotta be authentic and real to people because you never know when you're going to need them, right? So long story short, my mom's an evangelist. She's very strict. She don't really leave the house. She don't do too much unless it's church, right? Don't really travel. My aunt definitely don't travel. I don't think my aunt has actually ever been on a plane. Long story short, I just wanted to do something nice for them, right? So I got them a hotel. I asked Nella, I said, listen, can you just come cook for them? I just want to treat them like queens for a day. Downtown, you know, put them on a high rise. They're looking out like we up here. Nella made a 7-plate.
7-course
tasting
meal.
That is
so
nice.
to watch them smile like crazy and to hear my mom say, yo, I've never had anybody do anything like this for me. At 74. Nah, you know,
priceless, right?
Yeah, priceless. Yeah, you cannot.
No. But
So
for me, it was like, once again, to see not only them happy, but to see him happy.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was
That's so sweet.
that's my dog.
Yeah, like,
That's so
and
sweet.
just to see all 3 of them happy, enjoying it, and having that time, it was just like
Creating that memory.
Yeah,
That's nice.
stuff that you never forget. Like they're never going to forget that.
Word
you
up.
know?
So if somebody was interested in booking you for a private chefing job, what would you
you
That would
go
be
to
me.
my website.
Bertha coming out.
Right.
Look, you guys can go ahead and you can go to alwaysnella.com and you can put in the inquiry. It has all the information. I do private meals, private
That's
events,
nice, yeah.
or if you would like to have just kind of like a intimate like cooking session with maybe you and a significant other, and I can teach you guys how to make something. You can do that as well.
Okay.
Word up,
That's
man.
nice.
Hey man, you need people like that around you, man.
Yes.
Check them out.
Cause I like to
Yeah,
eat
y'all
too.
check them out. We about to go ahead and get into the next segment, which is my favorite. If you watch the show, you know it is Pick Your Poison. All right, guys. So you move into a house and you find $1 million hidden in a hiding place. Do you spend it or do you leave it alone? Normally I make these hard, but like I just want to know what y'all gonna do with this money. So you find $1 million like in the behind something hidden. Like I don't know. That's yours. You gonna spend it? So you gonna spend it? Would you spend all of the money?
No, I'm invest. I'm invest most of it. I'm a tithe. Lord, listen.
You bless.
You allow me to find it. See, it's different. If I know who house it is,
nah, you just moved there. You know, like you just bought a house.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah,
That's
you
mine.
just bought a
the house and the
yeah,
money.
the money. So y'all keeping the money?
I'm
Okay.
gonna pay the house off.
See, I know how cartels get
That's what I'm
money.
thinking too. I'm thinking like you just never know who money this
cartels
is.
buy property just to stash money. You think what I'm saying? So I just don't happen to stumble across this
Right, $1
property.
million. Like, so you moving?
said
You
out-
moving and you
out
leaving the money?
house?
I'm not staying in the house with all this money and I damn sure ain't spending it.
Man,
You
listen.
Yeah.
Why does your mom have to go to the cartel first?
Why-
What's $1 million doing in the house?
It goes so dark though.
What is $1 million doing in the
Why
house?
can't
That
be
wouldn't
a-
make y'all wonder
Why can't be
though.
an old lady?
Who saved her money
Not
forever?
old lady.
Listen, you think about these. Listen, you think about when
That's
people
true.
want to buy cars, right? They go buy from old
Yeah,
people.
'cause they take care of-
They take care, but they
Yeah.
don't have no miles on them,
That
and
is
they
true.
gonna give you the deal.
That
on
is
it.
true.
Why? Because they don't need it no more.
They just want to know
They
about
don't, they don't need it. They don't need it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I probably, if I see the money, I wouldn't spend it.
Stash your money in the city.
$1 million though.
Because they
Listen.
don't be trusting banks.
They don't though. That is
don't
possible. They don't trust banks.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Can y'all imagine?
Well,
Listen. If you still trusting banks in 2021, you tripping.
And they didn't trust banks back then.
Yeah, they did.
Why? Like,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna spend a little bit.
I'm
At
a
a time,
little
right?
bit.
A little
No,
bit.
I'm
So
not
if they
gonna
come
hold
back,
it.
if they come back.
So you staying in the house?
I might wait.
Yeah.
I might, yeah.
No, you gotta
Right, like
you
it's
gotta
yours.
be smart about it.
Yeah, right.
You go ahead.
I'm plus.
Right, this is my house.
My house. What's in here?
It's mine.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Look,
Yeah.
Cartel got people. I do too.
She only from Philly. She only from Philly.
That is funny. So yeah, so y'all gonna spend.
Well,
You're
I'm
gonna.
not
I'm spending like half. Well, you're investing. That's actually smart because the
I'm
money's
gonna
not there. You be like, I ain't never
I'm
seen no
gonna put
money
in
in
this.
here.
Yeah, I'm
My
gonna
thing
The
is,
whole time you got an
you
online
gotta-
business somewhere booming.
Keep on for like a month.
I'm gonna
30 days.
put in the Roth IRA.
That might be too long.
I'm not going straight to the spending. You dig what
Man,
I'm
listen,
saying?
you put it
You
in a
gonna wait.
Roth IRA and let that thing get some compound interest.
Yeah, I think if that's anything, you
go
should
ahead,
invest.
You
They
pay
can't
off
find
the
that.
What
house.
money?
You could
Right,
pay off the
right.
house. You're right.
You
Pay
go
off the
ahead,
house.
pay off that house, and then pay off whatever else you got going on, like your car or whatever the
Right.
case may be. Put that, because we've been learning a lot of stuff. Put that car on Toro. So now you got some money coming back in. Go ahead.
Okay, dropping them nuggets.
Go somewhere and go ahead and let somebody move into that house.
Right, and come looking for the
off.
right.
And then you collect rent. And now you collect rent.
That is smart.
Now they're
You think-
responsible
listen.
for all the expenses in that house, so you ain't got to worry about it.
With
Right.
listen, with $1 million, I don't need that house no more. I'm gonna make money off
Right.
Go
that.
ahead, give me a nice
Right,
penthouse
move out.
condo.
Yeah.
Move out, never
Oh,
be
you got
heard,
you a
never be heard
Tesla.
from again.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Go ahead,
Right.
whatever car you got now, put that joint on Toro, go get the car
Right.
you want. Please.
We're gonna get a couple places.
We about to get into asking for a friend. We both got friends. You know, they be wanting advice, and we do it anonymously. You want to go first?
And I ain't even gonna stunt. Today I'm asking myself for my friend. He didn't even ask me to ask. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting your
Yeah,
feet
you
Right.
out
put
there.
The conversation, it just bothers me, like when guys try to act like they're good guys, but they really
They dogs.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's
that's
dog.
what
wait
it
to-
is,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So basically, like, he was in a long-term relationship. Him and his girl broke up. You feel what I'm saying? He has a new girlfriend, but he still supports his old girlfriend. You
What?
feel what I'm saying? As far
Wait,
as like
how do
she
you-
grinds, like goes to banquets, he supports her as far as like that type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But he doesn't let his new girlfriend know. That's all I'm saying. Like, why don't you let your new girlfriend know that you're supporting her if there's nothing?
When you say support, you like go to her little her
Yeah,
events
but
and stuff with her.
That's the only way he's gonna tell me. He's gonna tell me, of course, that kind of stuff.
Right,
You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? He says nothing physical. You feel me? He just supports her. They're gonna. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't tell his new girlfriend, so he's hiding something from his new girlfriend. That's my whole part. So is he being a dog on the low? You feel what I'm saying? Or
Yes.
can a guy and a girl really have a relationship after they break up? You feel what I'm saying? But just like I said, once you're in a new relationship, are you obligated to tell your new girlfriend about this friend that you broke up with that you're still cordial with?
Yeah. Yeah, if you
Go ahead, Nella. I'm gonna let her. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you and I decide that we are going to be in a committed relationship,
Right.
then you need to let me know, yo, like, I'm still cool with X, Y, and Z, da, da, da. The problem comes into play when you don't disclose that information.
Yeah.
And
That's when it's like
then
getting
that's
sneaky.
when the trust issues
Yep.
kick in. That's
Yep.
when the allegations, oh, you having sex,
definitely.
y'all doing this, da, 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 da. If you don't keep it real with me, that leaves it open for interpretation for me for anything.
When
Yep.
you
I'm
tell
a
them.
thinker.
Like,
I overthink
me too.
everything.
Oh,
So it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
ain't
right
lying.
now.
So when do you tell them? You know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
Like, do you wait to get caught? You're like, no, it's not a big deal. Or do you just tell them 3 months later?
you tell me, like me personally, I want to know before I make the decision to be in the
Right, and
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
because then at that point it's like, okay, you lied to me.
Yep.
And a lot of people are like, no, lying is not telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't
tell me the whole
anything
truth.
at all. So
Being
you're
deceitful.
lying.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm too real. Because I'm going to tell you before I even think about making you my girl.
Right.
See, for me, it depends. Because if now, like I was telling you outside, like I feel like you can have a relationship with somebody and it just not work out no more. Don't mean that y'all should never be friends. My problem is with people like, we could be friends and the minute you get a boo, we can't be friends no more.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
were never
yeah,
really
yeah.
But
friends.
it's kind of understandable, you feel what I'm saying? Because the friendship, like, it's levels to friendship. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we going to the movies and we chilling and you don't have no boyfriend, cool. But once you get a boyfriend,
Right, it
ain't too
changes
many
things.
boyfriends going for that.
Right,
So
it's about to be
friendship
cool with
can
that.
still be cool, but it has to be contained a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? You have to respect your immediate relationship, I feel like.
But that's where my issue falls into place because a lot
talk
of
to
guys have the issue with a female having male friends.
Right.
But then the moment we have an issue with y'all
Yeah.
having female
Right,
friends,
it's different.
yo, that's just a
Right,
homie. That's
right,
the-
right.
like,
Then the
it's
rules change.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
Word up.
I'm cut different. Like,
Yeah,
I just feel like for me, like I'ma always be 100. Like you may not like it,
Word
but
up.
you can never say that I didn't tell
Right,
you.
that you didn't
You
tell
feel what
me.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is my situation. Ain't no feelings there no more. I'm not trying, but we still cool. Like our families is still cool.
And
You
there
know
have
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
situations where she may be around you guys and keep it off herself, like, oh, all right, like, they just cool. You
Yeah,
know?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm telling
And-
him. The sneakiness is
that's-
coming in that.
oh,
If there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
problem,
That's the issue.
take your new
Yeah, if
girlfriend
there's
to
no
the
issue,
basement. There's
yeah,
no big
exactly.
deal.
Y'all all be friends.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't be a good guy, man. You was a dog, homie.
He's a dog.
That's my
He's like, and that's my God.
But it's like, be real
Look,
though.
that's a real friend,
That's a real
though.
friend.
Yeah.
That's a real friend.
Yeah, be real though. Be
You
real.
feel what I'm saying? Like, if you my friend, I gotta tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro, yo, tell
Yeah.
your girl,
Just tell her.
stop messing with her. Like, get out.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is what's done in the dark will come to the light. So
Right.
when it comes out and you lose your girlfriend, don't be mad at nobody but yourself.
He gonna go to one banquet and had one of her friends is
Somebody-
going to invite her to
Yeah,
the same banquet.
exactly.
And
See?
she gonna look at him like, nigga, what you doing here?
Right.
See what
It is like a Lifetime movie.
But on top of that, it's just kind of like when you had that, you have to make sure that the person that you're friends with is respecting your relationship.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole-
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
That's like
And that's on that person.
Yeah.
it's all the way around. The girlfriend, the friendship.
Yep.
Yeah, because
respect, no
Right.
matter what the relationship is.
if that person that you call your friend doesn't respect your new relationship, that's not your friend.
Word up.
Exactly.
It's just
They're
not,
just
your,
not
friend.
your friend.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not your
And
friend.
that be the problem. You're trying to force something that's not there no more just because of whatever the case may be. If that's your real friend, they're going to respect your
The key
situation.
word
Don't
is
allow
respect.
the
You don't have to
disrespect.
like it.
Yeah, just respect it. Just respect it. Or else we can't be friends.
That's it. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
All right, guys. Well, I got a friend too, and
I got a
so-
friend too. Talk to
My
me.
friend has a 4-year-old son, and she doesn't believe in hitting her son when he's, bad or whatever. And the father does because he was disciplined. So my friend wants to know, how does she meet halfway as far as like how they're going to discipline the kid if they both have two different views? And I think this is a good question because nobody else here has children but you. So how would you feel if I don't know what the relationship is, but if it is good and that you guys had those two different views, how would you like go about trying to meet eye to eye with that?
Okay. Well, for me, first and foremost, I'm the sole guardian. Like her father's not even.
Okay,
in
got
her
you.
life at all. But she does have other people who, like my mother, my grandmother, who does watch her. And me personally, I think that there is once again, it's a fine line. There's a fine line between are you disciplining the child to the point where this could affect them long term down the road?
Yes.
Or are you disciplining them so they can understand and get the gist of what it is?
Yes.
So for me, definitely, I'm gonna tap that
Yeah.
real quick, like
Tap that ass.
Right.
real quick. Like my daughter, she's starting to get to that age where like she is at that age. She just turned 1. And she's trying to test limits.
Yeah,
Like,
right. That's what they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Right.
she will
Right.
look me in my eye when I say, Anaya, don't do that.
Right.
And she'll smile.
Right.
And then start to, Anaya, don't do it. She'll do it. She get a nice little pop on her hand. Don't do it. She'll cry.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to let the kids cry.
Yeah.
It's okay to discipline. But if it's going to a point where it's like
Abuse.
you are
Yes,
abusing
abuse.
or
Yes, that's
hurting,
different.
and
Yeah.
I've been there. So like me personally, I'm very conscious of how I'm disciplined.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very like, okay, is this going to like? Because sometimes I can see it in her eye that she's scared.
Yeah, and that's
And
the
I
thing.
don't
You don't
want-
really want your
Yeah.
child
You
to
don't
be
want your
scared
child
of
to be
you.
scared of you.
It's a different. It's not. It's like scared but not scared. I know that probably sounds
Right.
really stupid, but you know, like
You
you,
want
when
you
your,
need to
like
feel
your
it.
parent.
God in there.
Yes, like your
Like-
parent gives you. My mom used to give me a look, and it's like, okay, she ain't playing. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Right.
But she ain't like.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't
think.
think she's about to like murder me, and I need to call
Yeah.
Child Protective Services. I just know I went too
I
far.
still feel
When the
safe
moment's
in
here, I
this
knew she
household,
fucked up.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And I think that the part that the thing was, Anaya is not my first child. So my and this is in my book too.
Okay.
My daughter, my first daughter, her name was Lily, and she passed away when she was 2.
Oh, sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
thank you. But she so for me, it's just kind of like, and watching like my friends, my godchildren, all these different things, I've learned how I want my child to be raised,
Yes,
how I want my child to be handled.
yes.
And a lot of the step that I feel like most parents miss is once you discipline, let the child get their cries out, all that stuff, you have to come back and be
explain.
Like, this is why
Yes.
mommy did.
And a lot of
This is
people
why
don't
you
do
did.
that.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Right.
That's why the
That's
children
the
grow
key
so
to the
confused.
discipline. Understand what you did wrong.
Yeah, all they do is learn how to be
Understand there's
sneakier when you're not
consequences
explaining.
behind
Yeah.
I'm your parent. I'm only gonna take it but so far.
Exactly.
Right.
I heard a quote that said, "Discipline your kids, or the police will."
Yeah, and that's a fact.
Hey man, listen. The
That's a
Bible
fact.
says
I was
Bible
just about to
says
say.
spare the rod.
Yeah.
Train your child in the way they should go, so when they get old, they won't depart.
Yes,
right.
yes.
So for me, my mom beat me, son.
Yeah.
Word up.
But I also see the like, mom. Listen, I'm gonna look in the camera. My mom beat me, man. Right? But she didn't really beat my sister. And now at us being the ages that we are now, I can see the difference, right?
Yeah.
And it's like back then, you don't want nobody wants to be beat, right?
Right.
And like y'all said, it wasn't like over beyond. I might have felt like that sometimes. Like
course.
my mom, but listen, my mom old school.
Like how they got it.
Right.
Old school. I'm talking about belts, extension cords, all that. You
Go
feel me?
get the switch from
You
my
can't
mom.
do that now.
No,
though.
you can't.
Now?
That's child abuse.
Oh.
That's child abuse.
Yeah. You hear me?
I still want to live here after that.
You hear me?
Yes, my grandma.
Not even that you want to live there. I gotta live here.
Right, I gotta live.
Like I have nowhere else to go, bro. I gotta see you again.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
That's funny as hell.
Man, is getting way too deep.
Listen, man, the memories coming back.
Right, you said like.
I wasn't ready.
All right, look, we about to get into the last segment, which is GTT time, and that's Girl Talk with this girl, and I got a girl. All right, so I wanted to talk about, how do you guys feel about hypocrites? Because I'm going to get into Daryl Jackson. But before we get into Derek, whatever his name is, look, how do y'all feel about hypocrites though? Like, is there levels to it, or like when do you?
No.
I feel like people do.
We all do.
We are
Everybody-
hypocrites.
Everybody's a contradiction.
When do you draw the line with a hypocrite? Then how about that? Let me ask that question.
They're
Derek
habitual.
Jackson.
Yeah,
They're habitual.
yeah, right.
It's just like, you just always extra with it, like
Daryl Jackson.
When is Derek Jackson?
Yes.
Derek, yeah. So what are y'all views on him though? How do y'all feel about that whole?
I don't
Oh
care.
no, you know about it. I've been keeping you up to date because I could not believe. I have a problem with.
That's my
Listen.
homeboy. Asking for a friend.
Yeah, like him. No, but he worse.
No,
He's
Derek
worse
Jackson is
though.
where
He's
first
worse.
and foremost, you're
He's a
married.
But
narcissist.
I don't think his wife is any better though.
No.
Me neither, bro.
For staying with him.
I mean, have you seen like her responses?
I know. Yeah.
But I think she's brainwashed.
I do too. I think he's a narcissist, and she's in the whole codependency. She has a codependency relationship with him. She does.
Did he ask her though, like, how did you feel when I cheated on you? Like,
I don't know. I haven't watched all that. I don't.
Like, yo, that's
Yeah, he did.
Yo.
He did. He asked her pretty much like what made her stay.
Yo.
He asked her.
Cause I'm afraid.
Did you?
Look at you big as shit.
Like, you gonna be.
Right?
Yeah.
He said, I gotta come back here
But
to.
allegedly, he has like
I gotta
hit her
wonder.
before, and she went and told her family, and then he
yeah.
went in on her about like, why would you tell people my business? Oh, cause you're abusing me.
Yeah.
People don't
What do you
accept the
mean?
truth anyway. If she really do say I'm super insecure, I don't feel like I can ever get a man like him ever again. People
So,
will be mad
she
at that.
is-
The crazy thing, you know, it's so crazy because this all wraps right back around because everybody sees him as a leader. In
That's
the
exactly why I thought this was a good.
realm
Yes,
and
yes,
everything.
yes.
And he's not like
Right.
my
Hypocrite.
thing is like
Come on.
he's
king
con
hypocrite.
artist, hypocrite,
Hypocrite, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he used his title that everybody gave him.
Yep.
Takes advantage of
Yep.
it and everything else.
Monetized
Profit
it.
off of it.
Yep.
All that good stuff. And on top of that, I feel like he preyed, like from looking
Insecure
at what I've
women.
seen, he preys on insecure
Yep,
women.
that's sad.
I.e., his wife.
Yes,
Like
yes,
I
yes,
feel like
yes.
when I was looking at her, I was like, yo, I've been there.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
speak on that because
Like,
you got that experience.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been.
So let me ask you this: was your ex-husband a narcissist? Because those are the worst type of people that you can really encounter.
He was. So it's crazy
That nigga
because
the worst.
he's not fond of this. But it's for me. I'll give you guys a little snippet.
Okay.
So we met when we were in college. Went about 6 years before of him asking me on a date before I gave him a date.
Okay.
Wow,
And-
persistent.
Yeah.
Hello?
And
6 days,
from
I'm done.
from the first.
What? You don't want to go with me? I'm over
He
it.
said 6
Say
days.
that.
Stupid.
No,
So
I'm playing.
irritating. From the first date, fast forward about 7 months or something like that, we're married.
Okay.
Sheesh.
And yeah,
Somebody move fast.
we moved very fast.
Hello.
And for me, it was
So
like,
was he like charming? Very
he
charming.
was.
That's how he
and
got
the thing
you.
it was for me was like, okay, you're a man of God. We built a friendship over those 6 years
Yeah.
and things of that nature, but I didn't know how he was in a relationship.
Gotcha.
And I
Manipulated.
sped that up with him because of the fact I'm like, yo, we have this amazing friendship.
Right, all the
like,
6 years
all
time
this-
of building. Yeah, so you just
I
think,
felt like it was just kind of natural.
Yeah. That makes
And
sense.
like things were good at first. Everybody was like, yo, like you guys have a perfect perfect marriage. You guys
Yeah.
are this. Like, we were traveling. I had a great job. He had a great job. We had the cars. We would get, like, all the stuff. And he went off to the Army, came home. Things changed.
So do you think he went through PS? What is it?
PTSD.
PTSD. Yeah, PTSD.
I think because I saw little hints of things along the way.
Okay, before he went away.
I saw red
Gotcha,
flags.
the red flags. Yep.
And I ignored them.
Yeah.
Because I was
A lot of
Drunk
women
in
do.
love.
We do
It's drunk
that.
in love.
We do that.
And I
Yeah.
was
And young.
newlyweds,
Yeah.
And I was,
We all done played the fool.
and yeah.
And even if your
Sometimes.
next relationship was better than your last, that's another thing that can make you say yes to that person because of where you come from, without even really, healing yourself and just
Yeah, and for me, it was like I became scared because we would get to arguments. His anger would heighten, like just like that. There were times where he would he had gripped me up, put me up on the wall. We got into a really bad argument because I caught him in affairs.
Wow.
Multiple
Manipulating
affairs.
you.
Yeah.
Like you're wrong, but you want to sit here and abuse me.
Yeah.
I just want to ask one quick question. Like, after a man put his hands on you for the very first time, like, that don't tell you to get out of there. Like, I feel like a man should never, ever. You feel what I'm saying?
Ever.
So it's like, if I was a female, it's like, you're supposed to be protecting me, but you're doing the opposite. So it's
Right.
like, I'd be totally disgusted at that point. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
love
So-
is blind.
Love
You
is
don't know
blind.
until you're in
Yeah.
there, and
But-
no one could ever judge you. I don't care who could look at her, watch the show, and be like, "Oh, she's dumb." No,
Right.
until you're in
I'm
the
talking about
situation.
the male point, I don't know.
Yeah, like until you're in
Yeah,
the
you feel what I'm
situation,
saying?
you don't know, and that's the thing with people judging all the time. Like you be like, "Never will I," and then you end up in a situation like that. So do not judge people and just
They be the
use
first
their
ones that
story
say.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
president.
Yeah,
First
you
one
never know how to
Right,
act in that
exactly.
situation until you're in it.
And yep, until you're
And
in
it's
it.
a lot. It's so easy, no matter what the circumstance is, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's just your boyfriend ain't shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, like you can never sit there and know what the person is thinking, what they're going through. Like me, before my husband, and he knew about my past. He knew that I had been in previous,
And they used that against you. Yep, and they used it against
things
you.
of that nature. So that was still a weak point for me.
Yeah.
Word up.
And for me, it's like it's one thing to,
He's
as a
an
man,
Getting tea upset.
as one,
I mean, right.
as a man, I feel like it's one thing to put your foot down and be like, I feel like it's okay to kind of like, be like, hey, yo, chill out,
Yeah.
kind of thing, like restrain her.
Right.
But to physically
Abuse,
hurt
and
your
harm her,
woman,
yeah.
like that's a whole different thing. And so when he did that to me, that was my last straw.
Yeah.
My previous relationships, I was living in fear. I was scared. Like they literally put the fear of God in me. Like I
Right.
was scared for myself. I was scared of the safety of
Yeah.
my family.
Yeah.
So I stayed until I felt like I could
Right.
get out.
Get out of it.
And but with my ex-husband, the moment he did that, I packed as much as I could. I
Right,
called
and
my
left.
friend up, and I was gone. And he never
Good,
saw me again.
good for you.
Like he never saw me again. The next time he saw me, I was getting all of the belongings that were
Yeah.
in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I left.
Up out of there.
Bye, asshole. I hope you see this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, man.
Got tea
Bye.
upset.
But listen, but that's why parenting is so crucial.
It is.
Because you
yeah.
start to make these decisions and choices based off of like, maybe the father wasn't in the picture. And for me, like I was always looking for love in the wrong places because, I was adopted at 2, so my mom wasn't around.
Yeah,
and then my
yeah.
upbringing wasn't the best upbringing. It wasn't the worst,
Yeah.
but I was never the chosen one. I was never the one who got their way. I was more of like the
Yeah.
black swan of the family. So now when you get older, you start looking for the opposite sex to basically treat you how
Right,
your
right,
parents
right,
should have treated you.
right,
and now that's how
right.
things like that start to happen because
Yeah.
you want taught to
That void
how
you're
a
trying
guy
to
should
fill.
treat you and how a woman should
Yep.
treat you. So
you grow up saying it, you know what I mean? You think it's cool.
and sometimes people
Or-
they never get out of that, man. Like
That's true.
They live
They're in
that
that
way
cycle
there,
forever.
Yeah,
so
man.
I guess, talk to the people out there, like, you got to be the one to break the cycle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you've been abused, don't abuse. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, hurt
Break the
people hurt
cycle.
people. That's what they say.
Yeah,
Hurt
you
people
know what
hurt
I mean?
people.
Like, try your best, get counseling.
Right, find your way to
Okay
heal.
get help.
Yes,
It is
yes.
Yeah.
It's okay to get help
like,
and to talk to people.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Big
yes.
facts.
Well,
Big
guys,
facts.
this has been a really great episode.
It's been
Yeah.
a great episode, man.
Thank y'all so much for coming.
Yeah, dog.
Definitely.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
We already dropped they already dropped the information. If y'all want to say it one more time, go ahead.
Yeah.
Follow them
Drop
on
that
IG,
one more time.
Twitter, YouTube.
The real JSTARR, the real JSTARR, IMK Clothing. You'll find us all.
Everywhere.
Right, always Nella. We'll also
You'll find
drop
all
the
our
So
information.
you can find us on Instagram. Everything
Right, you'll
is
find right.
there.
It's the same.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so you can see every time we drop an episode. Until next time.
We out, baby.
Stop playing.
Reasons.